Coronation Street star issues warning to fans ahead of co-star's debut. Be afraid. Coronation Street's Tony Maudsley, beloved by soap fans as kind-hearted Undertaker, George Shuttleworth, has warned fans to be cautious of a new arrival that's set to shake Weatherfield to its foundations. The iconic Rovers has finally been sold, with its new owners set to take the reins of the nation's most famous pub next week. Returning favourite, Eva Price, is coming home to the cobbles with her new man in tow. Ben Driscoll, alongside her daughter Susie and Ben's sons, Will and the already present Ollie. A less welcome addition to the new Price-Driscoll brood, however, is Ben's mum, Maggie, whose relationship with Eva is fractious, to say the very least. Batten down the hatches and don't be fooled by that sweet smile. Maggie Driscoll is about to be unleashed on the nation and the good folk of Weatherfield. Be afraid, be very afraid, warned Tony, ahead of Maggie's arrival. Catherine recently spoke exclusively to us about Eva's initial irritation at Maggie's presence and how their relationship looks set to develop. It's an interesting one, she mused. Early doors, I wouldn't say she's scared of her. She's more irritated by her. But as time goes on, Eva does start to see this side to her that's like, wow. Okay, I've got your number. And I think that element develops where she goes, yeah. I am a little bit scared of her now and intimidated. I've watched a lot of what Pauline's done, and when I'm watching what she's doing on set, sometimes I'll just watch the monitor and I know I am seeing a Corrie icon. And the way the writers have structured things for our characters, it's hilarious. It's constant jibes. But I think deep down, there's a moment that we did not so long ago where Eva, in a roundabout way, says if I wasn't with Ben and I'd just met Maggie, I think we'd be mates. There's a lot of similarities. And also, she's her mother's daughter. Stella was a really strong woman. And that is probably part of the reason why her and Maggie clash so much. They're such strong personalities. But again, to bring that fun dynamic into the Rovers, especially with Sean and Glenda, has just been an absolute scream. Speaking to Radio Times, Pauline described Maggie as fierce, formidable and never wrong. When asked what she anticipates the other residents of Coronation Street's reactions will be to her new alter ego, she answered, I think everybody certainly notices that Maggie Driscoll has arrived. But she's very, very popular because she's a good person to have in the pub and around the place. Very early on, she helps somebody who's having a really, really hard time in life. It's a side of her you wouldn't necessarily see in the pub. However, when it comes to Maggie, I think that people bit by bit realize that she really can be very caustic and can go too far in some of the put-downs that she has for people. I don't know how much she learns from her mistakes. We have yet to find out. When asked how she'd tease what's coming up for the Driscoll family, Pauline said, I would say that if you thought that your family had problems, maybe not. Maybe the Driscolls have a few more definite issues. So, put on your seatbelt. Here we go. Speaking on the arrival of the new dynasty, show boss Kate Brooks said, We are beyond thrilled that Eva is returning as the landlady of the Rovers. With her new blended family in tow, the Driscolls do not arrive quietly. So expect big drama, explosive secrets and raucous knees-ups galore. To have actors of Catherine, Aaron and Pauline's considerable caliber at the beating heart of this family is absolutely wonderful. And we can't wait for you to get to know and fall in love with them as much as we have already done. Echoing Pauline's sentiment, she finished with, Strap yourselves in. It's going to be an exciting and eventful ride. The Driscoll Price family's debut sees Ben reveal is bought the Rovers for the family, with Eva utterly elated. When she's immediately thrown into conflict between sisters Leanne and Toya Battersby, she's forced to lock the three of them in the back room until peace can be reached. Before learning of Pauline's arrival, and her intention to move in.
Thanks for watching and stay tuned for more movie spoilers next week. Goodbye and see you again.